Shortly, the official party will enter the graduation hall. When they've taken their positions on stage, Advance Australia Fair will be played, and we invite you to join in the singing of the national anthem. Could you please stand for the academic procession?
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and a well foretold, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests and graduates, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional acknowledgement to country.
Thank you. Orimi America. Hello friends and Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you and acknowledge country with you today. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bullingai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and eventually secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. and with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in more traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly live well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 230 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources which were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they've done here for the past 30,000 years. So please consider, this is not some far-off dream or ideal. This was normal life for us for the longest time, and not that long ago. And there is no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there is still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by finishing up and letting you graduate. I just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you.
I'm pleased to introduce Vice-Chancellor and President of Macquarie University, Professor S. Bruce Doughton.
Well, thank you, Chris Tobin, for your wonderful, informative and warm acknowledgement of the country. It's great to have you here at graduation. Thank you again so much, Chris. Colleagues, guests, family and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, the graduands yourselves, I offer you the warmest of welcomes to Macquarie University today. It is my distinct honour and pleasure to preside at this ceremony. I bring all of our graduands the greeting of our Governing Council of the University and the Chancellor, Dr. Martin Parkinson AC, who's not able to be with us today. I hope that today will be a very happy and memorable occasion for each of you. Now, I did see as I came into the Michael Egan Graduation Hall, a hall named after the Emeritus Chancellor of the University, the longest-serving Chancellor of Macquarie University, and incidentally, the longest-serving State Treasurer of New South Wales. As I came into the Michael Egan Hall today, I did notice a number of small children, and I think I saw a baby back there. And I want you to know that babies and small children are always welcome at graduations at Macquarie University. I'm a paediatrician by training. No child or baby can make any amount of noise that will upset me at all. If the Chancellor were here as the former Secretary of the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet, he would have heard far worse rancor in the Cabinet room than this room full of children could possibly make. So I want children to have a good time, be here, have fun, run around, make a bit of noise if you'd like to, because graduations and any occasion, I think, is always better for having children present. Now, today is a milestone day for every one of you, our graduands, and here we're to celebrate all of those achievements that you've made. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires an intelligent, inquiring mind determination and perseverance, and you've all made many sacrifices to get to this day today. You've worked hard and you should feel very proud of your accomplishments. We as a university are also just as proud of all you have achieved, and I will be very pleased to congratulate each of you personally as you come across the stage to receive your testimony. I also particularly want to welcome the friends, family and supporters of our graduands here today. The fact that you have been invited here today is proof positive of the very important influence that you have had over these folks' lives. So congratulations to each of you as well, and I bid you again a warm welcome. Now, graduands, you may not realise that you are about to embark upon one of Europe's oldest social rituals. If you were to pick a date of, say, 1500 AD, and look back and see what institutions existed then that still exist today, there are only about 60. If you leave aside the Roman Catholic Church, the Parliaments of England, Iceland and the Isle of Man, and 6 Swiss cantons or local government areas, the rest are all universities. In fact, graduation ceremonies are even older than that. For more than 800 years, graduands have been donning gowns just like the ones you are wearing today, and participating in ceremonies just like the one upon which we are about to embark. And since those earliest graduations, this ceremony has remained almost unchanged, a defining feature in the life of every university and its students. Now, we all realise that Macquarie University is not one of those ancient universities. In fact, we are just approaching our 60th birthday next year. Just a little bit younger than I am, by the way. Though we are among the youngest universities in the world, we are very proud to take part in this time-honoured tradition. I believe that youth, however, does have its advantages. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We enjoy an enviable reputation for our world-leading research excellence, engagement and impact. And we are continually progressing by extending our course offerings, our facilities, which we are in here today, our partnerships and our research programs. And we have a proud tradition of innovation and discovery. And our pioneering approach is built upon the notion of a collaborative and connected learning community. It's a very exciting time for Macquarie University amidst a lot of change swirling around us as the vision for this remarkable campus and our work continues to unfold. You would have seen some of the developments on campus going on as you came today, perhaps. We now have over 225,000 graduates in more than 140 countries around the world. It's very clear that we are a forward-looking institution and that we are on the move, and so are each of you. Some of the things that we all at Macquarie University value very much about this university, I don't think will ever change. Over my now 11 years leading this university, I have had many visitors comment upon the friendliness of our welcome and the inclusiveness of our community of staff and students. This is inherent to the culture of Macquarie University, and I believe it will always be so. Remember, you will always be welcome back at Macquarie University, graduands. We will always be a leader in teaching and learning, a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge and understanding. However, our collective journey is also, I believe, about community building, where we have shared values, where we share things in common and we care about each other along the way, even when our points of view might be very divergent on some important issues. In other words, we see ourselves as an ideal community of scholars. Distinguished guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduates, I welcome you all again to Macquarie University on this grand occasion. In just a few moments, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Mr. Jordan Lane, MP. After university, Mr. Lane worked as a project manager at the global consulting firm Environmental Resources Management, where he provided stakeholder management for a range of major infrastructure transport and telecommunications projects. He later transitioned to the disability sector, working as the National Advocacy Manager for a large disability support provider higher up. Since 2017, he has served as a local government councillor on the City of Ryde, and in 2022 was elected as the youngest mayor in Ryde's history, a position from which he subsequently resigned prior to his election as the local member for Ryde in March 2023. Upon his election to the Parliament, Mr. Lane has been appointed as the Shadow Assistant Minister for Multiculturalism and the Shadow Assistant Minister for Health, where he supports policy development and stakeholder engagement for the New South Wales State Opposition. I now invite Councillor Jordan Lane, MP, to deliver the occasion address. Mr. Lane.
Well, friends, in many decades when you reflect upon your lives, there will likely be a number of milestones that stick out to you. A significant birthday, meeting that significant other person, becoming a new citizen perhaps, landing that dream job or getting your first place. I hope this day will also stand out as one of them, and I'm very grateful to you for sharing this achievement with me this afternoon. Macquarie is a fantastic university, and I acknowledge the presence of the Vice-Chancellor, members of the faculty, of course the staff, distinguished guests, you, the graduates, and all the friends and family that have taken the time to be here today. Thank you for sharing this with me. This is the first time that I've ever given an occasional address, and depending on how it goes, it could very well be my last. You're all young people, either in age or in mindset, and I suppose that's part of why you decided to set out to complete this degree, because you wanted to expand your knowledge and embark upon a new journey. And somewhere in your mind, I suspect you knew that this journey was key to unlocking a new opportunity. Now, many of you probably knew well the opportunities that you were trying to unlock when you first pursued and signed up for this degree. Yet I suspect a few more than would care to admit possibly still haven't quite worked it out. And that's okay, because your fundamental assumption was correct. You have unlocked an opportunity, even if it isn't right in front of your face just yet. What I came to learn is that the opportunity I thought I was unlocking by going to university is quite different to what I had expected. The truth is, I don't think I achieved anything I thought I would when I first enrolled in my degree. I have 2.5 of them, and the half's a long story, so I'm not going to go into that with you today. But it's still not clear. Have I actually used what I learned at university and the workplace? Honestly, I'm not sure that I have. I did a business degree, just like many of you, but I never made it in business. Did I fail? Maybe. I guess that depends on how you look at it. Now, before I'm blacklisted by the academic colleagues behind me, banished from ever speaking at the university again, I promise this address is not all about the pointlessness of tertiary study. In fact, it's quite the opposite. University is not and should not be all about creating linear paths. I deeply admire those of you who are on or are charting a linear path. It certainly makes your lives much, much easier to plan. And your university experience here at Macquarie has no doubt helped propel you along in the right direction on that journey. But not all of us can take that road. Things happen. Life gets in the way, our interests change, and the doors of opportunity can seemingly open and close at random. It's how you respond to the randomness that is the true measure of success, not whether the randomness randomly elevates you to the highest of pedestals. This part of your journey has been all about equipping you for when life takes those different courses. To say stuff it and just go with it anyway. My dad is a plumber, and growing up, like most kids, I wanted to follow in his footsteps. That was the decision that I'd made. I had no concept of the work involved, But I looked up to my parents and I thought it would be a good job. Over the school holidays, I wanted to earn some extra money. So Dad took me on some of the most dreadful of plumbing jobs. One time we dug this trench through pure mud in torrential rain. I got my money, but it was horrendous work. Years later, having said stuff it to a career as a tradesman, he told me those jobs were all part of a deliberate ploy designed to steer me away from plumbing. Now, like many of you today, I was the first in my family to complete university because both of my parents wanted me to pursue further study and seize upon opportunities that were never available to them. While they succeeded, I have often wondered if they regret that intervention. That career in plumbing would arguably have been cleaner than my current career in politics. Which of course brings me to the capacity in which I address you all today as the member for Ryde in the New South Wales Parliament. That wasn't planned. It was a product of good luck, good timing, and I would suggest a huge dose of naivety. The path to this role was highly tumultuous and nearly ended at two distinct points before it had even started. The second of those occasions was widely covered on election night, where it appeared that I'd lost. It took 3 weeks of nail-biting counting and recounting before it was revealed that I'd actually won the seat. It was a time of great uncertainty. I'd quit my job in the private sector. I'd resigned as the mayor, all of which I did in order to run, only to have it seemingly snuffed out at the last minute via the ballot box. Prior to that, I had an internal party pre-selection that I had to go through in order to even run as a candidate. Now, the party rules are really strict and they say I can't speak about these things, but I'm going to share one small detail with you. And that is that it was a similarly narrow result and ultimately came down to just 2 people. Had just 2 people made a different decision around who to vote for in that internal process, I would never have even had my name on the ballot paper. Throughout both of those processes, the election, the pre-selection, it became very clear to me that even the best laid plans are very fickle. It also reinforced how sometimes things out of your control can work or be used against you. For me, it was always my age. What would you know? Aren't you too young, too inexperienced, too this, too that? Some of you might experience that as you chart the next course of your life. And I'm here to tell you not to tolerate that. When someone says you're too young or too inexperienced, you should look them in the eye and you should say, stuff that. Society has been dominated by old ways of working for far too long. And quite frankly, I'm not sure I like where it's getting us. How can we seriously justify doing things a certain way just because that's how they've always been done? Now, don't get me wrong, we live in the best country in the world with safety in abundance and opportunities unlimited. Yet our generation still experiences considerable disadvantages that I think will only improve with generational change and renewal. Whether it's the unsustainability of our economy and our climate, the unaffordability of essential housing, or the still far too many entrenched inequalities of gender, age, race and ability. The way things have always been doesn't always make it better. We can do something about this if we choose. And when we are inevitably told to wait our turn, we just have to be prepared to say stuff that. You are the most educated, technologically literate, worldly and diverse generation in human history. You may not have as much experience as your forebears in a traditional sense, but stuff that. You have different experiences and access to more information than they could ever have possibly dreamed. As graduates of one of the best universities in the world, in the best country in the world, you have earned the right to be bold and ambitious. In graduating today, you have unlocked the opportunity to say stuff that. Now, it may not have been what you envisaged when you first enrolled, but believe me when I say that the opportunity to say those 2 words is of greater value than the piece of paper that you're going to receive today. So use those words often, break barriers and jump at opportunities. I wish you good luck, and if I'm never invited back, I guess I'll say stuff that too. Thank you so much.
Well, there you are, graduands. You have a wonderful occasional address from a very distinguished young man who has challenged you to a number of things there and very wise advice in there. Advice that I would commend that you all take to heart, really. I have a A piece of advice or two for the graduates, and then just one for the councillor local member as well. Remember back Mr. Lane's commentary about your education is going to help you when you are most up against something you didn't predict. That's very, very wise advice. If you ever feel stuck like that along your long, long careers from here, I suggest you go back onto the web and find the graduation ceremony and re-watch Mr. Lane's address, because that advice will still be there and it'll be very good advice at the time. Now, in Councillor Lane's address, he talked about you being graduates of the best university, best country, best electorate. Best electorate in the whole country. Let's give him another great round of applause. As the Vice-Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees upon those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. I now call upon our Acting Registrar, Dr. Belinda Tiffin, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards. Dr. Tiffin.
Vice-Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
Yes, that's you. Yes. In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority delegated from the Council as Vice-Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent for the degrees for which you have qualified. Graduates, congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. I now call on Professor Eric Knight, Executive Dean and Professor of Strategic Management at the Macquarie Business School, to present the graduates. Professor Knight.
Vice-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from Macquarie Business School. Macquarie Business School represents the modern version of the long and storied history at this university of teaching the next generation of leaders in the fields of economics, finance, actuarial sciences, business analytics, marketing, management and accounting. Our school prides itself on a simple and singular focus: you to the power of us. The great philosopher Aristotle, teacher of Alexander the Great, once said that education must prepare a student for eudemon, the pursuit and attainment of a happy life. For Aristotle, personal fulfilment only came when one was thrust into challenge and through adversity achieved one's highest potential, somewhat like the remarks of our local MP today. So it is at Macquarie Business School that our mission is to empower you by challenging you to reach your potential. We offer both skill and wisdom. Skill in the foundational training of analytics, critical thinking, teamwork, communication as manifest in the challenges you experience in your classes, and wisdom so that, equipped with this education, you can strive to make a difference in the world and leave it in a better place than how you found it. Profound change is upon us, and yet I have every confidence that those in this room will be tomorrow's CEOs, tomorrow's members of Parliament, public administrators, maybe even future academics. So as you leave today as a graduate, I want you to remember this most important quality of a Macquarie University graduate. Macquarie University is a public university committed to service and engagement. Therefore, when difficult challenges come your way, the question you must ask yourself is this: how will I serve? Vice-Chancellor, I'm proud to present you the graduates from Macquarie Business School whom you have admitted to degrees. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Minal Farouk. Caitlin Watters. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and a Bachelor of Science. Amelia Horgood. Mitchell Hernjack. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Science, Jordan Proskovitz. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance, Kwak Bao Chow Bui. Adam Kaluti. Meg Davidson. Kin Min Fong. Jared Haynes. Hua Fat Hung. Chow Hung Ho. Jared Hocking. Shizhu Hung. Zhipeng Ji. Mayo Kikota. Vasilios Leodoritis. Cheng Lang Lim. Chi Yue Lu. Richard Lucci. Heo Tuan Nguyen. Quinn O'Connor. Elizabeth Rawnsley. Nicholas Rosetto. Zach Schneider. Ying Chen Shui. An Jan. Tristan Weber. Nicholas Wood. Xinyang Xu. Nikita Zyka. Shu Tong Zheng. Yidi Zheng. Yingran Zheng. Yuhan Zheng. Li Baozhou. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Olivia Campbell. Carmelina Papa. Charlize Tani. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Janifa Ahmed. Eden Alexander. Celine DeCella Admarja. Elijah Berghofer. Jordan Baruso. Saxon Boyd. Anthony Brillo. Louise Browing. Angus Brinston. Ash Bryan. Yiling Tai. Jesslyn Carissa. Anthony Carino. Chelsea Kasuyon. James Catalan. Jia-Eun Cheng. Vanessa Chola. Zheyong Chen. William Chung. Ashley Collier. Sergio Dai. Joshua De Silva. Sang Do. Declan Dowling. Marco Efentakis. Mohammed Farouk. Rodrigo Fernandez Delgado. William Furster. Evan Philo. Tiger Fitzpatrick. Brent Flavin. Sienna Flawn. Zheshuan Fu. Meryl Garlung. Caitlin Gifford. Michael Gomez. Lauren Greenwood. Yi Jie Tammy Ho. T. Kim Yuan Huang. Sashad Hussain. Xingxuan Ho. Thomas Hughes. Isabella Hong. Connor Hungerford. T.N. Jarvis. George Jebreen. Su Yun Chong. Juskaran Johal. Fiona Javentia. Amar Khan. Sachi Kumara Cairns. Michael Koutsukos. Eugene Kwok. Yun Fei Lai. Jie Huan Li. Kevin Hoang Lee. Jia Ying Lee. Sui Yi Liang. Antonio Lin. Christopher Leon Dees. Zhichen Liu. Heidi Lue. Dexter Lukshish. Ivy Lee. Xinye Lu. Julianne Manguera. Lachlan Masterman. Taryn Meredith. Natalie Metty. Laksan Mohan. Kayla Musa. Andriana Morikaias. Bassem Morkus. Hannah Morrissey. Chelsea Moses. Ryan Malt. Max Murphy. Daniel Nguyen. Tegan Nordstrom. Avneet Pada. Anna Naijun Pang. Eve Parker. Tan Tuan Pham. Thomas Posada Haneo. Benjamin Powell. Priscilla Prempey. Jovan Radinovic. Jason Reda Murillo. Nathan Rumi. Rayan Abdullah Sahibul Haq. Tiffany Sarvis. April Serhan Guevara. Madison Sheshtak. Dimitra Svekas. Avani Singh. Roshan Singh. Stefan Stasevich. Jessica Sue. Han Lin Tang. Jacinth Jan. Kanjuk Jan. Tao Nguyen Jan. Stephanie Triandophilis. Nguyen Min An Trin. Dak Min Chung. Pauline Tumriti. Emily Turner. Brody Vyurgis. Constantina Valameo. Adrian Vedel. Jin Wang. Sienna Westerman. Erwin Wong. Tung Yu Zhang. Chen Yanju. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Marketing and Media. Anton Abid. Ashley Cannon. Lauren Daly. Felicia Johari. Antonia Doe. Ella Freeman. Jasper Kerno. Joshua Kinsella. Jessica Ma. Jason Park. Kirby Pascoe. Maya Pless. Kishok Pradipan. Rose Scoble. Matthew Sito. Adele Surenduk. Mai Kwan Jan. Charlie Wong. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Commerce and Master of Media and Communications, Hai Han Jan. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Finance and Master of Marketing, Numanradi Armin Erdanini. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Marketing and Master of Media and Communication, Nadia Khan. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Commerce, Tuan Fung Wen Do. Catherine Evans. Ana Paula Gonzalez Martinez. Johannes James Pardidi. Muskan Saga. Onkanang Tongsa. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Masters of Marketing, Shania Aurelia. Maria Selena Virgil del Dios Bengzon. Laura Donahoe. Andre Fernandez. Jay Chen Gao. Jiawan Li. Eleanor Tomlinson. Arissa Tonson. Vice-Chancellor, a higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Masters of Research is a 2-year full-time research equivalent training degree, consisting of a research-based coursework, postgraduate research training, and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Masters of Research, Doc Tan Duan, for a thesis entitled How Brands Go Viral on TikTok, Highly Original Narrative Ads Lead to Overwhelming Shares and Likes. Vice-Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of graduates from Macquarie Business School.
Vice-Chancellor, I call on Kirby Pascoe, who graduated with a Bachelor of Marketing and Media, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Kirby Pascoe.
Vice-Chancellor, members of the University, fellow graduates and guests. It is an honour to stand here today to celebrate this milestone in our lives. Congratulations, graduates. Today is a day that signifies not just our personal accomplishments, but also the shared commitment that has led us here today. I want to recognise that none of us would be here today without the unwavering support of our families, our friends, and the incredible faculty and staff that have guided us these past few years. Thank you. The very fact that we are here today means that we have lived through every hurdle quiz, every graded participation, and every group assignment that's been thrown at us. Now, as your graduate speaker, I hope you'll indulge me as I offer some entirely unsolicited advice for your future that I now know I have zero authority to give, but I'm going to give it anyway. Firstly, let us recognise the immense privilege of our education here at Macquarie University and take a moment to appreciate the opportunities we've been granted. With this privilege comes a responsibility. The responsibility to never stop our pursuit of knowledge and to advocate for better access to education for all. Each of us has had a unique journey that has brought us here, but regardless of our backgrounds, we all have a responsibility to never stop being curious, to never stop sharing what we've learned with others, and to keep the door to education open to those who follow us. Now, I'd like to draw your attention to the people in this room. As we wear these caps and gowns, we're not just graduates, we are the future of the business industry. As future leaders, future entrepreneurs, and future innovators, the decisions we will make, the values we will uphold, and the impact we will have will shape the industry for generations to come. We need to strive for greater diversity and inclusivity, advocate for ethical business practices, place sustainability and social responsibility at the forefront, and always remember that the land we are so lucky to be here on in Australia always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Our actions can help create a more inclusive and responsible business landscape. My final piece of advice comes from a wise woman by the name of Dr. Taylor Swift, and that is to remember that everything you lose is a step you take. The wrong decisions, the hard decisions, and the uncomfortable decisions are what have led us all here today. These are what will continue to challenge us and help us to grow. Very similar to Councillor Lane, I didn't have a linear path here. At 17, I moved out of home and started university, but by 18, I was a university dropout and living back with my parents. At 21, I moved overseas to start my career as a performing artist, just 6 weeks before a pandemic was declared. And now, at 25, I stand here as a proud first-generation university student, not despite my setbacks, but because of them. It's so easy to get caught up in the fear of making mistakes or taking the wrong path, but it's through those very missteps that we really discover our own strengths, our values, and truly our resilience. Once again, congratulations, Macquarie Business School, Class of 2023, and welcome to a new chapter. Remember to honour your education, advocate for a better business industry, and never be afraid to take the wrong path. I'm excited about the future because the future is us. Thank you.
Well, Kirby, congratulations on your degree and thank you for a wonderful responsory address this afternoon. Again, full of wise words there, particularly from Dr. Taylor Swift, most importantly, but also to note the wonderful accomplishments of two young people who are first in family to university. And there are many of you out there who I suspect as well are first in family to university, and that's a really important milestone. Both Councillor Lane and Kirby, first in family. You don't have to be young to be first in family to go to university either. A fossil like me was first in family to go to university, so there's a common thread through there. Let's give Kirby another great round of applause.
O mia papina
Well, friends, that wonderful operatic voice belongs to Ms. Angela Brewer, who is the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. Please give Angela another great round of applause. Please join me also in thanking our musicians for today. On the organ, University organist Ms. Heather Mowen-Boyd, and on the trumpet Mr. Bruce Helmers. I'd like to also take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives of our alumni community who have come along today to help the proceedings go smoothly. Thank you to you. And to our technical staff who ensure that the proceedings can be seen and heard around the world, especially for the families of those of you who are not able to be here today. Thank you as well. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end, I hope, of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now members of that bigger Macquarie family. Our alumni network, which I mentioned earlier, spans around the world, welcomes you to the fold. This is the beginning of the next stage of your lives. We will look forward, I hope, to seeing you back on campus, perhaps to attend alumni events, maybe to undertake further study, or simply to visit this beautiful campus and reminisce about the times you have had here as a student with us. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, I believe it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourselves to lifelong learning and inquiry. I urge you to set ambitious goals for yourselves. I urge you to continue the hard work that has already brought you this far. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves in developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens. So I urge you to always give thought to what you might do for others along the way. Sometimes you don't have to do very much at all, graduates, to make a real difference in someone else's life. A kind gesture or a gentle word can often mean an enormous amount to another fellow traveller. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and the wisdom you have gained to those you meet along life's journey. My hope that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will always use what you have learned not only for the betterment of your own self and your family, but for the betterment of your community as well. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is my fervent hope always that you will always remember the people who have helped you out along the way, many of whom are here with us today. And so, to acknowledge their contribution and to thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things for me, graduates. First of all, I'd like you all to please stand up. I'd like you to place your testimonies on your seats behind you and turn around and face your family and friends and give them a mighty round of applause in appreciation. Now, you might turn around, but don't sit down just yet. Here on the stage are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them as well. Graduates, please do turn around now and pick up your testimonies from the seat behind you, since the official party will soon leave the graduation hall, followed by the graduates. As we do, the university organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies like this for centuries. This music is set to an age-old set of Latin lyrics, which begins Gaudeamus igitur, dum sumus juvenes, which in translation means, therefore let us rejoice, for we will always be young. The song speaks in a whimsical way of youth and of old age at the very same time, of the brevity of life and the inevitability of death, of state, of city, and indeed of happiness. Now might I ask everyone to please stand. Shortly I will lead the official party out of the Michael Egan Graduation Hall to be followed by the graduates. I invite you all to follow out and around for some refreshments on the forecourt to the Graduation Hall outside. Again, to the newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for your lives to be filled with success, satisfaction, and most importantly, happiness. In closing today's wonderful celebration of your achievements, I say again, Gaudeamus igitur, therefore let us rejoice.